Hi everyone, it's Fashion and Valeriya and welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be such a fun and amazing video. Basically, I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me any questions that you wanted me to answer, and I have so many questions. I have put them on a little paper here, and I will basically be answering all of them. This is not a juicy Q&A, just so that you know. This is just normal, simple questions, get to know me. And so anyways, if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, you should definitely do that. It's Valeriya in Paris. I will put the link down below. And yeah, and let's not wait any time and let's get on with the video. Okay, so first questions, what are your hobbies? I have a lot of hobbies, especially YouTube. It's such a fun hobby. I recommend anyone to do it. If you just want to get started, just do it. It's so fun to edit videos. I don't know why, but the concept of editing your own videos and seeing yourself speak and act, I like to laugh at myself sometimes. I'm like, I'm the funniest comedian, and I don't know why, but YouTube is mainly my main hobby. I would say I also like is thrifting a hobby? I would just say that thrifting for me is a hobby. It is so fun just to go thrifting and then make a day out of it. It's such a fun little thing I can do during my weekends when I have not a lot of things to do. I guess it's a hobby once I have nothing to do. So yeah, pretty basic, but those hobbies make me happy. Next question, favorite travel destination? This one is very broad because every country I visit is just my favorite, but I would say so far Paris and London are very high on my list. Yeah, so these are my two favorite locations, but I would say I can't help myself then just loving these two cities with all my heart. I really love them. I guess the Maldives would be a next destination I would definitely want to check. I'm not gonna say anything more. We're just gonna wait for the future. So what's your favorite and least favorite thing about McGill? So definitely my favorite thing about McGill is the fact that all classes are fun. I don't know how to explain this, but all classes are fun. The ambiance is always on point. You can study anywhere you want on campus. Literally, if you're a music major, you can go study in the Red Path Library, or if you're an art student, you can go study in the Religion Studies building. And it's so fun because there's so many buildings. It's such a broad campus and you can never get bored over there. And also the parties, the people you meet, the connections you make are out of the ordinary. You cannot find this in other universities. I feel like McGill just is really the Harvard of Canada. It just brings all of these beautiful aspects in one university, and that's what I really love about McGill. And my least favorite thing about McGill, I would say, I don't even know if I have a least favorite thing about McGill, and it's not even the fault of McGill, but the work you have to do, like the actual work. There's so many assignments every day you have to do, and sometimes you can feel overwhelmed, but I guess that's the point of university. If you sign up, then you have to do the work for it, which I was like, you're kidding me right now. I have to work for a degree. It's just, sometimes it's very overwhelming with all the work you get, but it's overall such a fun experience, and I recommend to anyone who wants to go to McGill, definitely go. You will not regret it. Next question, in compliance to McGill, it's what's your major? So I am majoring in English literature and I am minoring in Italian studies. So yeah, these two are very straightforward, just fun things. Also, when you apply, you can apply to 2 different faculties and choose the one you want to go to. So yeah, that's what I chose. Have you ever met someone famous? That is such a funny question because I'm the kind of person who hasn't met anyone famous apart from Montreal celebrities, or yeah, basically just Montreal celebrities. I saw this one famous TV reporter once in downtown Montreal, and then I saw him again at IKEA, and then I saw him again at a restaurant. And it's so funny because the fact that I saw the same significant, important TV reporter in Montreal 3 times on 3 separate occasions just tells you how much celebrities are just common people. And yeah, but to answer the question more specifically, I have not met anyone that is super wow famous, and I kind of envy people who meet like people who live in Los Angeles and they can meet like on a daily basis just famous people on the street, on like the Sunny Boulevard or anything like that. And yeah, I guess it would be fun to just one day meet someone famous and take a selfie with them. Okay, this question, very funny. So have you ever been in the snow? Considering that I've been living on and off in Canada, definitely I have seen snow, and I have it up to here. Every time it snows in here, it's so overwhelming. There's so much snow, and here winter is not 3 months like in other countries. Here it's up to 6 and 7 months depending on the year. I love winter at the beginning of December. When January and February hit, the snow is just constant and there's like snowstorms all the time. The snow just keeps on piling up. The slush comes in. It's just so disgusting, but I guess like the first snow and the beginning of December and the snow, that is the most magic.
6.5 hours later.
That is the most magical moment. But otherwise, then the snow gets too much for me. But yeah, I have seen snow. It is cool. If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be? Definitely when I was 7 years old, I broke my nose while playing hockey with my brother. I went 3 or 4 months in a cast on my nose and white strings up my nostrils to keep it, straight. I had to have surgery so they would bring it back to place. I'm sorry if this is gross to anyone, but I could not breathe through my nose for such a long period of time. But I don't really remember how I felt because I was only 7 years old. I was just a kid, so yeah, if there's one thing I could change was that I wouldn't get my nose broken, but thanks to the doctors, they did a magnificent job at fixing my nose. What was your favorite childhood memory? So many of you don't know this, but I was a figure skater for 11 to 12 years. I don't remember exactly. I started skating when I was 7. After I got my nose broken, I started skating and I fell in love with it. I was a competitive skater. I even went to the nationals, a lot of provincial and international competitions. I was on the Quebec team twice, and it was just such a fun experience. I had so much fun competing, and skating really was my passion when I was a kid. It was such a fun to connect with people, friends, and make memories for a lifetime. So yeah, that is my favorite childhood memory. Okay, favorite brands. So this goes directly with my fashion hobby. So definitely my favorite brand is Zara. They have so many cute clothes that I always fall in love with. And then we have, so yeah, definitely Zara. Then we have Sandro Paris, which is a Parisian brand. Such good clothes. A little bit more on the expensive side, like Mage Paris. Also really, really great clothing brand. Any store that resembles my style, so this really chic and casual look, is my favorite. I definitely have a few selected stores that I prefer, but I also like to kind of shop around in other brands sometimes and see what I can come up with. So yeah. Okay, this one is also funny. So go to Starbucks order. So definitely I like to get a matcha latte with almond milk. But recently I've been experiencing, so I really like the iced coffee at Tim Hortons. So I thought I would get like a new order of iced coffee at Starbucks. So basically I get a black unsweetened iced coffee with sugar-free vanilla and almond milk. Basically it's just low calorie and it's so good. It's my favorite cold drink. And for the winter I like to get a flat white with almond milk. Such a simple order. It is so good. I recommend if you have never tried a flat white. It's basically just the milk of your choice with shots of espresso frothed together, and it's so delicious. How do you stay fit? Good question. Sometimes I really want to eat a lot of delicious food, and not that healthy food is not delicious. Definitely I have a lot of healthy recipes that I love to eat, but sometimes you want to eat nuggets. Sometimes you're just like, I need to eat nuggets right now, or I can't. So when I finish a workout, I always feel happy, and when I eat healthier, I always feel less bloated and less sick than after eating greasy food. So that's why I've kind of changed my diet.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Staying fit is such a broad term because everyone deserves and should do whatever they want. The main goal is always to be happy. So yeah. And final question is, what are the main things to do and to look out for when traveling? So definitely when you're traveling, you should always make a list of what you have to prepare and what you should make sure you don't forget. So definitely when you're packing your suitcases, make a list of everything that you have right now that you use on a daily basis, and then pack everything with you. And always make sure you don't go above the limit, because you don't want to be that person stuck at the airport holding on to all of your essentials and not paying the excess limit of your luggage, because that is just so stressful. When you're traveling and you're abroad, always look out for pickpocketers. I mean, they're everywhere.
Oh là là, c'est la décadence.
They just look like normal people, and especially in Paris, in the subways, in the metros, oh my god, every time you're sitting in the metro, you get an announcement, and it basically says, please be aware of the pickpocketers. And sometimes they specifically say in which carrier they are like pickpocketing. And I remember once I was sitting there, the message said, in carrier 7 there's a pickpocketer, so please be aware of your belongings. And everyone just kept on like holding tight to their bags and looking around, and it's such a like, not a funny, but it's something to experience. And that's why I love traveling, because you just get to a destination and then you're free. You do whatever you want, and that's what I love about travel. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for these questions. They were super fun. I really enjoyed answering all of them. I think we got to know each other a little bit more, even though we're through a camera and I'm talking to a camera. We're one step closer to getting to know each other even more. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye!